Before starting this video, I would like to thank you guys for the awesome support on my previous video which just passed 900,000 views on the channel. Thank you guys for your support. For a franchise aimed at kids, Pokemon contains more than a little romance. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anime Star Theorist 5, back with another video on the special occasion of the Valentine's Day, with a special video for all you guys out there who are single just like me. Pokemon is a series which appeals to people of all ages, specifically the younger audience. Perhaps that's what makes it so interesting that romance has played a major role in the series history. Since the earliest days of the franchise, romance has been in air. Before many kids even knew what shipping actually was, there were shippings of Ash and Misty in Pokemon anime. So, with many of us thinking about love at this time of the year, I thought it would be fun to look over some of the franchise's canon, relationship, and even some popular ships. Now, this list will contain top 5 couples from the Pokemon anime. So, without any further ado, let us begin the video. Number 5 is one of the least favorite and the worst parents in the Pokemon anime history. It's none other than Brock's parents, Flint and Lola. Continuity is a funny thing. Sometimes it allows for really clever references or even interesting plot developments. However, it can also cause some problems. In the case of Pokemon, there's the problem of Brock's parents. When Brock was first introduced in the anime, he was taking care of his siblings all by himself. All the siblings were abandoned by his father, who was a failed trainer, and his mother, who according to the English dub was passed away. Now, in the original Japanese dub, it's just said that she left Flint. However, either way, it makes it pretty odd to see the two of them as lovely couple later on in the series. So ignoring the instance of inconsistency on the part of the writers, we are left with two different versions of this couple. They are horribly dysfunctional couple consisting of a selfish despot and an uncaring mother, and there's the boring lovey-dovey couple. For being more interesting and sadly more realistic, I prefer the darker version of these characters' relationships. Number 4. Going back to the anime once more, we have a couple from one of the most popular Pokemon movies of the time, The Rise of the Darkrai. It's been one of my favorite movies in the Diamond and Pearl series. Tonio and Alice met when they were young and they have been close ever since throughout the film. The relationship is put to be the test by well nothing. Really, they introduce a rival character for Tonio in form of Baron Alberto, but he's actually just a comic relief character. The truth is that their relationship, while not lacking chemistry, is a bit flat. They love each other at the beginning of the film and they love each other at the end of the film. This would be rather sore note to end this look back on Pokemon romance on. Thankfully, I've saved this one for the 4th position. Next on the list is the original Pokeship couple, Ash Ketchum and Misty. Ash Ketchum, the eternal 10-year-old protagonist of the anime, had many traveling companions throughout the course of over 900 episodes, but it's hard to argue that any are more beloved than his first friend Misty or maybe Brock. While Ash has gotten emotionally close with all his female companions, especially Misty and Serena, Misty is one of the only two for which there is any evidence at all that there were romantic feelings between the two. It's well known that the two were always very passionate with each other in the anime itself. And in the English dub of the movie Jirachi Wishmaker, the way Ash talks about Misty during a brief interaction with Max has very strong romantic connotation. However, the biggest fuel for Pokeshippers came in the movie Pokemon 2000. Throughout the movie, there's a subplot about one short character, Melody, being interested in Ash and thinking that she's making Misty jealous. This leads to Misty repeatedly proclaiming that Ash is her friend, but not the boyfriend. While in real life we could go by Misty's word, in the realm of fiction, when someone says that a character is just a friend, it means that they have secret feelings about them. Whether or not the feelings were romantic, Ash and Misty clearly love each other or not, but we as an audience can appreciate that. Before revealing my next pick of the list, you guys should check out this clip. So you guys saw the clip? Ash and Serena kissed in that clip. I don't care that it happened in Serena's last appearance. I don't care that we didn't even get to see the kiss itself. I don't care that the relationship will likely never be referenced again in the anime. Maybe in the future if that happens so. But it happened. And while it would have been interesting to spend a season with Ash and Serena as a couple, what we got was still rather sweet. While Ash and Misty developed a real bond, whether romantic or not, the relationship between Ash and Serena was more like puppy love. These two met as a kid, instantly taking a liking to each other, and while Ash moved on from the brief encounter, Serena never got over everyone's favorite master. Oops, I mean Pokemon Master. Once these two met up again, they developed a very sweet and genuine connection. Serena didn't have the fiery temper of Misty, the drive of May or Dawn, or the hair of Iris. No, in Serena, we got a schoolgirl with a crush. While definitely a departure from the strong personalities of the previous female companions, not including Iris, Serena, and Ash, still had a lot of great moments together. After all, the build up, we got what was quite frankly a really touching farewell. Before revealing the number one spot, I know most of you guys are surprised by the fact that Ash and Serena never made the number one spot for this list. Well, so far on the list we had soulmates, puppy love, a weird combination of somewhat overly in love couple, a couple that created a broken home, and a couple who are pretty much best friends. And now the married couple. Yes, number one spot goes to Professor Burnett and Professor Kukui. The relationship between Professor Burnett and Professor Kukui is very different. They are partners. These two are equally intelligent and have perfect chemistry in the games and as well as in the anime itself. Just though they are fairly minimal dialogues in the Pokemon Sun and Moon games, we got to know each of their individual personalities and see firsthand how much they love each other. One studies Pokemon attacks and the other studies the Dream Radar. They both have their own professions and yet they assist each other in all of their works. Kukui and Burnett are the perfect couple, something all of us can hope to achieve. So with that being said, thanks for watching this short video. Hope you enjoyed it, and apologies from my side for not posting any videos for the last 3 months, but don't worry guys, I will be posting more videos, more content in the upcoming future. And I also want to apologize for my bad English and grammar mistakes that I made during this video. So if you liked the video, please press the like button. If you enjoyed the video, please press the subscribe button, and please tell me from this list which was your favorite couple. I would like to hear your opinions down in the comment section down below. Until next time, Poke fans, see you later.